Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New England Patriots.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry here for TreVeyon Henderson. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. TreVeyon Henderson with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Usually in this spot you hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point attempt to come here.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing here is May. And that will be incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Crazy. Your front. Ready, what's that?
They'll try and throw for it with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league. Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll shift things around.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Now we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good And some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brett.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is McCarthy. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Nolan Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly
under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. To the air with McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And no room to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes.
It got his man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right?
Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return.
And the Patriots continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Let's go now. Vikings.
Now McCarthy.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's going to air one out. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They want to draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Vikings 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6. And incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
Turtle touch. Crazy. Hit him.
Here's May.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Sorry, what's that? Hey, what's that?
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air.
And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
56.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Vikings send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Looking to throw. May.
Over the middle, complete. It's Roman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air. May.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going. Get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll try and do this himself.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Go! 19 Lions, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
79 Bronco. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots have got it on cruise control.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that is incomplete on the coverage. A little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently.
3rd and 9 here.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let's go now. Cowboy, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Looking to throw.
McCarthy to Jefferson on the slant.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 44 yards. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready up. 19, pioneer. Let's go now.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And he is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Vikings, first down. First and goal, Minnesota.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play,
well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after here coming up. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Vikings, 31. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much run on the books.
yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready? Ready.
They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings 31.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's McCarthy.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Take go.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now we'll get whistles, and that signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New England, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves